Good day again, grade 9. So, here's another rule or laws of radicals na kailangan natin aralin. So, the quotient rule for radicals. If A and B represent positive real numbers where B is not equal to 0, take note, B should not be equal to 0. Or yung ating denominator or divisor, dito sa case na to, must not be equal to 0. Pinaliwanag na natin ng ilang beses yan na the divisor must not be equal to 0 since any number divided by 0 is undefined. So, binalikan lang natin ng konti ha. So, balik tayo dito sa rule. So, if you have square root of A over B, that is equal to the square root of A all over square root of B. So, if you'll notice, dito sa unang part, nasa loob siya ng isang radical. Then dito, nakahiwalay na sila. So, numerator and denominator. So, it simply states that the square root of a quotient is equal to the quotient of the square root of the numerator and the denominator. So, pwede nating hiwalayin. Instead of square root of A over B, you can have square root of A. So, hiwalay mo yung numerator over square root of B. Now, note again, B must not be equal to 0. So, let's look at an example. Number 1. Square root of 14x cubed all over square root of 7x squared. So, dito nakahiwalay na sa numerator and denominator. So, to simplify it, pwede nating baligtarin itong process na to. So, dito, hiniwalay mo yung numerator and denominator. Pwede mo siyang baligtarin. Instead of paghiwalayin, pagsasamahin mo siya. So, we can rewrite this as square root of 14x cubed all over 7x squared. So, with that, pwede natin i-simplify. We can have 14 divided by 7 is 2. So, that is square root of, copy lang yung ating radical. Then, you have x cubed divided by x squared. Gagamitin mo naman yung quotient rule sa law of exponent. Kung naalala po, ang quotient rule sa law of exponent is if you have a raised to n over a raised to n, that is simply equal to a raised to n minus n. So, copy the base, then subtract lang yung ating exponent. So, you will have x cubed over x squared. So, that is x raised to 3 minus 2, and that is x raised to 1. Or, pwede na nating hindi isulat yung 1 since, dahil lagi natin sinasabi na kapag 1 naman yung exponent, pwede nang iset as invisible 1 na lang. So, the final answer is square root of 2x. Let's look at example number 2. Let's say you have square root of 105, a raised to 5, b raised to 3, all over square root of 35, a raised to 4, times b raised to 2. So, pwede natin siyang iset as one fraction or as a quotient. So, this will be square root of 105, a raised to 5, b raised to 3, all over 35, a raised to 4, b raised to 2. So, ganun ulit. 105 divided by 35 is 3. So, this will be equal to the square root of 3. Now, a raised to 5 over a raised to 4. So, syempre, yung same base. So, ang kasame base nitong a, yung a din. Yung b din. So, a raised to 5 all over a raised to 4 is 5 minus 4, and that is 1. Babalik ka dito sa ating quotient rule. Sa law of exponent, ha? Then, you have b raised to 3 all over b raised to 2. That is b raised to 3 minus 2. And 3 minus 2 is 1. So, we can write it as b na lang. And that will be the final answer. So, punta tayo dun sa katapat kasi di ba meron tayong product rule for radicals, then meron tayong product rule for higher order roots, ganun din sa quotient rule. Meron din tayong quotient rule for higher order roots. So, ganun din. You need to take into consideration na dapat pareho yung index nila. Para pwede mo siyang i-divide. So, for real numbers a and b with b is not equal to 0, note pa rin ito. And n integer n is greater than 1 if nth root of a all over nth root of b is equal to the nth root of a all over b. Yung numerator at denominator, pwede mong i-express as one fraction na lang. Or yung ating dividend and divisor as one quotient na lang. So, if n is an even integer, a and b must be positive. Kapareho dun sa ipinaliwanag ko kanina sa multiplication rule. Pero, i-explain ko pa yan ng mas maayos sa face-to-face classes natin. Okay? So, let's look at example number 1. Let's say you have cube root of 100a raised to 4 all over cube root of 25a raised to 2. So, take into consideration, do they have the same index? Pareho naman. So, copy the index. Then, pwede mo na pagsamahin yung numerator and the denominator. Then, babalik tayo ulit dun sa, syempre, numerical coefficient muna. So, 100 divided by 25 is 4. So, copy lang natin yung ating index. So, cube root of 4. Then, you have a raised to 4 over a raised to 2. Babalik ka sa quotient rule ng law of exponent. You will have a raised to 4. Isulat ko pala dito. Baka nalilito iba. Excuse me. You'll have a raised to 4 minus 2. Since same base naman ito. So, 4 minus 2 is 2. So, that will be a raised to 2. And your final answer is cube root of 4a squared. Anak, pagpasensya nyo na yung aking boses. So, cube root of 4a squared. Ito tayo sa example number 2. You have 4th root of x raised to 4 times y raised to 3 all over 4th root of x raised to 3 times y. So, take into consideration that they have the same index. So, pareho namang 4. Copy the index. You'll have 4th root of, pagsamahin mo yung numerator and denominator is one fraction. So, you'll have x raised to 4, y raised to 3, all over x raised to 3, y. Siyempre, ang pagsasamahin mo, yung same base lang po. So, that will be 4th root of, kasama yung dalawang x, tapos yung dalawang y. So, quotient rule pa rin, you'll have x raised to 4 minus 3. And 4 minus 3 is 1 na lang. Then, you'll have y raised to 3 minus 1. Baka pala malito iba. Bakit may 1? Siyempre, may invisible 1 doon. So, 3 minus 1 is 2. So, that is 4th root of x, y squared.